Cracker Barrel's logo change sparks $100 million market loss. Cracker Barrel's efforts to modernize its image has sparked an unexpected backlash on Wall Street. According to CBS News, the restaurant chain shed nearly $100 million in market value Thursday after unveiling a new logo that drops the image of Uncle Herschel, a man leaning on a barrel, in favor of a stripped-down woodmark. Shares plunged more than 7% before recovering slightly. The company defended the redesign, saying in a statement, "Our values haven't changed and the heart and soul of Cracker Barrel haven't changed." The chain added that Uncle Herschel will remain in restaurants and menus, even if he no longer appears in the logo. Marketing experts are split. Brand strategist Kelly O'Keefe called the logo simplification reasonable, but said in today's climate, quote, "Politically inert marketing moves are being labeled as political for opportunistic reasons." Others were harsher, with marketing executive Kevin Dahlstrom calling the chain a fiasco. Cracker Barrel, founded in 1969, reported $3.5 billion in revenue last year, but profits have fallen sharply since 2023. Okay, so what's the real message here? Corporate executives who spend billions of dollars marketing logos and images for decades shouldn't be surprised if they change it and their customers are saying, "Hey, oh, wait a minute, I'm lost." Like it or not, good or bad, people do form strong emotional attachments to logos. And that's why corporate executives need to be very careful about any change they make. Okay, let's dig a little deeper here. If you are watching us from India or another country around the world and you're looking at these two logos, you may be thinking, what's the deal here? So a little background information. Cracker Barrel is a part of American culture and it occupies a specific place. First of all, let me step back. Cracker is a term. It's often used as almost a slur, a kind of a slime on dumb white people. Oh, you're a cracker, a white crack. So Cracker Barrel does appeal to people who are white. I'm just going to be blunt about it. It also has a history of, shall we say, less than completely sensitive dealings with Black customers and minority customers. So they are already perceived as being a restaurant that has a particular ideological affiliation. So there were many who saw this change and thought, uh-oh, they got rid of the white man. What's going on here? And it upset people. We live in an era where anything that smacks has the slightest aura of, oh, that's DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's a bad thing. So there are some who instantly put this logo relabeling as in a chance to scrape the white man off the front. And it attracted a lot of backlash. Now, as I mentioned in the news summary of that story, one of the branding strategists, Kelly O'Keefe, said, politically inert marketing moves are being labeled as political for opportunistic reasons. That's just a polite way of saying there's always some grumpy person out there with a grievance who's going to take something that has nothing to do with politics and try to make it about politics to make themselves feel like victims and to attack someone else. I mean, that's really what's going on here. The other thing we found is that if you're on social media and you want to get a lot of attention, the easiest way to do it is to poke some big company and say, "You've gone woke." And that's essentially what is going on here. At some level, my first reaction is, oh my God, it's just a really, it's kind of a tacky restaurant slash gift shop with bad food. Have I eaten at one before? Sure. Anyone who spent time on American highways ever driving anywhere, you have to at some point because it's the only restaurant around. But to get all bent out of shape on a logo, on the one hand, is sad. On the other hand, it does speak to the power of communicators. I know if you're watching this show, you might either be a professional communicator, as I am, or you understand crucially the role of communication in any business success. And at some level, this is the sign of a real success for Cracker Barrel. The fact that people care passionately, are invested in, not just financially, but emotionally with this restaurant, this brand of a restaurant, this image, this identity, speaks positively to the power of branding and specifically what Cracker Barrel has done. I mean, it's not McDonald's, let's not kid ourselves. It's not Chick-fil-A even, but it does have an extraordinarily powerful brand. It does billions of dollars of business per year. And they've been around now for more than 50 years. And if you know anything about the restaurant business, you know it is one of the riskiest businesses in the entire world. It's one of the easiest to start, but it's also one of the easiest ones to go bankrupt or to just close shop after a year. So the fact that they've been around now, getting closer to their 60-year milestone, is a testament to the fact that they're doing something right. And it's not necessarily the quality of their food, although I guess you can get a breakfast there that's perfectly fine. It's just not my type of food, put it that way. I tend to like more exotic fare. But some people like their food, they like the convenience, they feel like they're taking a step back in time, and that does appeal to people. Seeing an old man, I guess I had no idea this character had a particular name, but this character is named Herschel, and I guess he's going to be a part of their brand inside the store. And it upsets people to see something bland and generic, because you can see on the bottom right, that's the new logo. So it's sort of more modern font. They got rid of the barrel. They got rid of the old white man. And it does have a different look, a different feel, and it bothers people. Now, is this really going to cause long-term damage to Cracker Barrel? I don't think so. I think this was a one-time blip. And as I mentioned, by the end of the week, the stock had started creeping up. I don't think this really matters in the long run in a way that it would have if they had, for example, selected Oprah as the face to be on their logo. That might have caused a bigger stir, but who knows? That might have ultimately created a bigger fan following. Who knows? The message here is, and I'm guilty of this sometimes, if you're a company, doesn't matter if you're a huge billion-dollar, 60-year-old company or a brand new consultancy of one person working from your bedroom, you do need to give some thought to your logo, because if you spend enough time, enough years, and it's in all of your marketing materials, your website, which they didn't have a website in 1969, but your billboards everywhere, it starts to creep in on people's conscience. It starts to mean something. I will confess, and I would love feedback from you, I didn't spend a lot of time coming up with the logo for the icon for my own show here, filtered. You can see at the bottom, both places. What I wanted is to have the image of a really high gloss camera, an expensive camera, filtering the light, filtering the world in a way to make things look more insightful. Let's put a spotlight on what's truly most important. So if you have any feedback on my own logo, those of you listening on the audio podcast, you can take a look at it by going to my YouTube channel or just typing in "filtered with TJ Walker," and you'll be able to see that anywhere. So logos are meaningful to people. They mean a lot.